in England plans to raise council tax by the maximum amount allowed. The vast majority are in a worse financial position now than before last autumn's budget. Data shared exclusively with us by the County Council's network also showed that councils are more likely to make cuts to adult social care, school transport and libraries, with some warning they might need to turn off streetlights. Our Deputy Political Editor Anushka Astana reports.
In East Sussex, the County Council is considering increasing parking charges, making staff redundant and closing day centres. Next door in Kent, youth services, school transport and the budget for roads have been hit. It's all to protect services like adult social care, but they say they're at breaking point too.
I thought last year was the worst it's ever been, but it has got worse. We are going into a social care that is not fit for purpose.
She says the rise in employers' national insurance has pushed costs up 11% in care homes across Kent, with the council only covering 4% of that.
I've had a meeting today with 100 providers who are all saying the same thing as me, and I can't see the way out.
The Chancellor put £1.3 billion extra into local government in the budget, but a survey from the County Council's network, shared exclusively with ITV News, reveals how dire things remain. 85% of county councils in England say they are in a worse position financially than before the budget. The number planning to raise council tax by the maximum 4.99% has risen from 68 to 93%. But that comes alongside a squeeze on spending, with 31% preparing severe cuts and even more targeting social care, school transport, street lighting and libraries.
So you're putting up council tax and you're reducing services. Do you see why residents in Kent might be frustrated?
Frustrate, I think, is an understatement. I actually said last year, we apologise, but because of the government's funding methodology, we're actually asking you for more money for less service.
The CCN represent 37 of the biggest councils in England, including Kent, who say government decisions have unfairly hit rural areas like theirs, but it's little comfort to residents.
A survey by the County Council network paints a bleak picture of the financial situation facing our biggest local authorities.
According to the survey, 4 councils out of 5 say they're in a worse position now than they were before last autumn's budget. 9 out of 10 say they'll have to increase council tax by the maximum amount this year, and 3 out of 10 say the cuts they'll have to make to services will be severe.
Across our region, council tax is likely to rise by around £100 for an average household. Keith Glazier has been the leader of East Sussex County Council for 12 years. He says there's a black hole of £28 million in their budget and more cuts are inevitable.
Currently it's the worst year that I've had to consider, even through austerity, simply because the pressures that are upon us now are unprecedented. So adult social care placements rising by 40% in 2 years, children's services placement rising by over 100% in a similar time.